With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And caught right side, Green. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That good for 19 and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now to the air, Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Just
a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the 27, Dalton looking left side and has got a man. That's Boyd. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw here, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
What? Ready?
3 buck. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Cook right.
Check 59, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He learned. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
On third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 17, Dalton. Open man is Uzama. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 14-yard touchdown, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
What? Waiting.
Mike 52. Not here. Check 99. Check 99.
Good cut.
On first down, Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, Alpha. Over here.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 27, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Nick Vigil leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got a first down and more past the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down, Bengals.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's complete. Bernard. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And this is caught on the left side. Jerron Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Wilson steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
44. There you go.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Dalton now, the pass. pass. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10. Throwing, Dalton, a quick hitter, complete. It's Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So Dalton now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hands up! 19!
I don't think you got it, son.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Passing, it's Dalton. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long,
and he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! DK Metcalf making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
368!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Mixon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Carson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Coming to you.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Now Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Back to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Entry.
Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52. Check tight end. Check tight. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Let's get the ball.
One left.
One last shot for Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.